Justice for a newborn 30 years in the making. Tonight, a Jefferson Parish man and woman are behind bars accused of leaving their baby for dead in a dumpster back in 1992. Only our cameras were rolling 20 minutes ago when the man was being taken into the Jefferson Parish jail.
Louisiana State Police is working with Mississippi detectives as the baby was found in Picayune, Mississippi. WDSU investigative reporter Travis Mackel uncovers the cold case and has details on how police say they were able to make an arrest 30 years later.
This is the booking photo of Inga Carrier. According to jail records from Jefferson Parish, on Thursday, March 2nd, she was booked with first-degree murder and being a fugitive out of Picayune, Mississippi. Sources close to this case and Carrier's lawyer confirmed to WDSU Investigates that the murder charge stems from a case going back 3 decades to 1992. And the discovery of a newborn baby being found inside a dumpster just across the state line in Picayune.
It's quite unusual, Travers. This is only maybe the second or third case I've had in almost 30-year career where somebody has been arrested for something that occurred 30 years ago.
Longtime Jefferson Parish Public Defender Paul Fleming is representing Carrier.
And that's kind of the thing, Travers, is there's evidence to suggest that my client believed the child was stillborn, which would not be newborn, not be a baby, not be an infant, and would not be a murder either.
In August of 2021, the Picayune Police Department and Mississippi Bureau of Investigations reopened the investigation into this homicide. With the help of advanced technology, DNA profiles and fingerprints were developed from the preserved evidence. Through investigative means, detectives were able to identify the infant's parents as 50-year-old Andrew Carrier and 50-year-old Inga Johnson Carrier, who were living in Louisiana, they claim, at the time of the death. This breakthrough in the case is a testament, according to cops, to the advancement in forensic technology and the dedication of law enforcement agencies to bring justice to victims and their families. Fleming telling us his office is in the initial stages of its investigation, but does not believe his client committed any crime.
What we've determined so far would tend to exonerate our client. We don't think she had any guilty knowledge of this incident that occurred more than 30 years ago.
Court records list this home in Avondale as Carrier's address. And on that charge of first-degree murder, bail was not set for Carrier.
This is difficult for everybody, for both sides to handle because of the same things you said, Travers. The evidence is old, witnesses are gone. Some of the people who would have been witnesses have died, and that's accurate. That's not speculation on my part. In this case, some of the witnesses have in fact died. It's going to make it difficult to prosecute, difficult to defend.
State police tell us the investigation into this case continues. We should point out that first-degree murder in Louisiana is punishable if convicted by death. It's not yet known, because it's so early on in this case, if the DA could seek the death penalty. I'm Travis Mackel. Let's send it back to you.
All right, Travers, thank you. As for Andrew Carrier, the man police identify as the biological father, he was arrested in Galliano today and booked moments ago into the Jefferson Parish Jail.